This video is going to go over Chapter 17, Objective 2, where we're going to look at the structure of the endocrine system. So basically, the structure of the endocrine system is going to contain a lot of organs. The difference between the endocrine system and the other organ systems is that the endocrine system's glands are spread out through the entire body. Look, you've got glands up here, the hypothalamus, for example, pineal gland, they're up inside the brain, and then all the way down to the ovaries and testes, all the way down to the lower part of the body. So again, the endocrine system's organs are going to be spread out throughout the entire body. This is just an example of those glands that you will find. Again, here's the glands. Now, some of the endocrine glands, pituitary gland, thyroid gland, parathyroid gland, and then you also have small clusters or endocrine cells that are scattered, and that's going to be pancreas, the ovaries and testes, placenta is going to be another one. Not that you need to know this for the test, just showing you that it could be a gland or it could be cells or small clusters of cells. So keep that in mind. Exocrine versus endocrine glands. So again, kind of a review here. So exocrine glands, if you remember, we talked about these back in Chapter 5. These are non-hormonal substances that are being produced from exocrine glands. Things are going to be like sweat, oil, saliva, breast milk, not hormones. Okay, chemical substances, yes, but not hormones. Exocrine glands also have ducts. So these ducts right here, for instance, this apocrine sweat gland is going to carry the sweat. It's going to empty into a hair follicle and will eventually reach the surface of the body. Also right here, you have for an eccrine gland, just a regular old thermoregulatory sweat gland. That sweat is then going to travel to the surface of the body through that sweat duct. So eventually, you're going to get the chemicals secreted outside the body eventually. Now, endocrine glands, if you look at the name, endo means within. So the endocrine glands are going to produce chemical messengers, but these are called hormones. So collectively, all of the chemicals secreted from endocrine glands are going to be called hormones. They are ductless glands. So you see here the secreting cell. There's no duct. It's going to dump that purple hormone right into the bloodstream. Hormones are secreted from the endocrine glands, enter the bloodstream, and then travel through the blood vessel to their target cell. So these endocrine glands, these hormones are going to remain inside the body. They're not going to leave. So question 2, I'll give you a second to take a look at these. You're going to identify whether the characteristic is talking about endocrine or exocrine glands. Okay, so non-hormonal substances, chemicals that aren't hormones, are going to be secreted from these glands. That's going to be like sweat. This would be an exocrine gland A. Ductless endocrine glands are the ones that don't have ducts. They're going to go directly into the bloodstream through no duct and stay in the body. Number 3, transport chemicals outside the body. Well, that's exocrine glands. So again, if you remember outside, exo, it's kind of what that word means. And then chemical substances travel through the bloodstream. So basically, they're staying inside the body to reach their target cell, endocrine glands, endo, letter B. And that concludes Objective 2 from Chapter 17.